there's no such thing as an overnight success. I tell people it took me 10 years to become an overnight success.
Yeah. We're here in Sosua at Mr. Flip Flop's Sports Bar. So if you guys ever down here, check it out. He got all the games on. Football season, come here, especially on Sundays. And because you're talking about being an entrepreneur, do you feel like you always had that, or is that something you learned over time?
I've always been that way. I'm a doer. I get, a lot of one thing about me, and I try not to disrespect nobody, but a lot of people talk.
Yeah.
People, they talk about ideas. That's great. We can talk about it, but what are we going to execute? Yeah. My biggest thing is we can sit down and have 25 meetings, but if we haven't evolved from the meeting to the actual doing process, we're not doing anything. So for me, it's like when everyone else is talking, I'm going, let's do this.
Yeah.
So let's not talk about it anymore. So, for me, I've always had that spirit because I don't want to wait around nobody, and I don't want to wonder where my next meal coming from. How am I paying my rent? I want to get these things going.
Yeah.
So I've always had that about me. I'm being from New York.
Okay.
You kind of got no choice.
Yeah. Do you think people are born with that, or is that something people can learn?
I believe you can learn anything. You can even learn to build your confidence. It's just to the individual. Yeah. And what circumstances put you in a situation where you have no choice. Yeah. See, I come from a situation where I had no choice but to hustle, but to grind. Yeah. You don't grind, you don't eat. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So you learn the hustle, you learn the entrepreneurship, but then you got people who don't have that because things were given to them. Yeah. I don't want no handouts. I don't want to give. I don't want to owe nobody nothing. So I go on my own. But you can learn it. Unfortunately, some people don't learn it till they're back against the wall. Yeah. And actually it's funny because I'm at my best when I'm back against the wall.
Yeah, same.
It's one of them things. I guess it's from being from the hood. Like you put me in the corner, you're at my best. Excuse me. I'm actually Leonidas in the 300 by myself. Yeah. In the corner, I'm ready to go.
Yeah. It's funny that you said that because I was just with one of my relatives, and he said I work best when my back is against the wall. Because lately we were screwed and we are trying to figure something out. 10 minutes. Call.
Don't worry.
Get the money done.
Don't worry.
He just got it done
because you have to.
Exactly.
Have no choice.
Yeah.
It's one of them things where when you have choices and everything's on easy street, it's not that important. Yeah. But when things is crumbling down and it's snowballing, you like, I gotta get this done, and you get it done. There's people that fold and people that do it. Yeah. I do it. I ain't folding for no. We don't get it. Yeah. Don't get it done. So I definitely understand your case.
Yeah. So for me personally, I feel like is born in you because I got 3 brothers, so it's 4 of us in total. And my dad always said, ever since you was a young age, you always had that entrepreneur, go getter. No, only me.
Only you. There you go. See,
my older brother, he went to the military and he kind of came back with a different mindset. But my other 2 brothers, you could just tell they just like me. I'm always thinking of a business. I had I had a newspaper business. I was going door to door selling the newspapers on the floor. 10 cent.
It ain't everybody.
So I think it's more born in you, but it can be brought out in a certain way.
Well. But like I said, you can learn it, but some people don't care to learn. Yeah. You know what I mean? One of the biggest things is like you just said, you have it, but your brothers don't. Yeah. You were born with it, but they decided not to learn it.
Exactly.
I see
what you're saying.
I was born with it, but I also learned to do more. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? People there's nothing special about any of us that someone else can't do. Mm-hmm. They just choose not to do it.
Exactly.
You can have a restaurant. You can do this. You can have a YouTube channel. You just don't want to do it. Mm-hmm. People say they want to do things, but then that's where the backlash and hate comes from. Yeah. You're mad at me because I did something you didn't want to do.
Exactly.
Or I thought of it first. Cool. I'm doing it. You can do it too, but you choose not to.
And you never put forth the effort to try to do it and try to get it done. Because I get the same issues.
That's the biggest thing, the effort.
Yeah. No, it's hard to get up and go spend thousands of dollars to buy computers, phones, and stuff, and really want to try to do something and not make any money out of it. Most of the stuff I do, business wise, and you know this, I made $0 off of it. And I don't see that money maybe from 2-3 years down the line.
You are a very smart young man. I'm gonna tell you something. You want to tell your people this? Yeah. Amazon did not make a single dollar in profit for over 7 years. Yeah. Think about that. And Jeff Bezos went on one of the TV shows and they asked him, so your company makes no profit? He's like, no. And no one understood that. Yeah. Now it's one of the biggest companies in the world. Sometimes you got to keep investing in yourself to make it work. Yeah. And that's what happens.
Okay.
So just think about that. Amazon made no profit for 7 years.
7 years. Now it's a multi-billion-dollar corporation.
And Jeff Bezos, the funny thing is when they asked him about it, he had no qualms about it. He was like, no, we don't make no money. And everybody's like, Amazon's so big. We make no money. Don't worry about that. We big, but we make no money.
Yeah.
They just kept reinvesting the money.
Yeah.
Until they got to the point where it was biggest thing around.
Yeah. And that's another thing. You got to have future sight or foresight.
Foresight.
See, like I have a lot of foresight. I don't see myself making money on certain things 3-4 years down the line. I'm just be throwing money at it.
You're putting the work in.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Putting the work in will allow you to be somewhere where you want to be. May not be in the timeline.
Exactly.
But it's going to get there eventually.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's not a single person around here. There's no such thing as an overnight success. I tell people it took me 10 years to become an overnight success.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
Think about that.
Yeah.
10 years to be overnight success. So people only see the finished product.
Mm-hmm.
The people that are watching now are here are riding with you at this moment.
Yeah.
When you blow up or get even bigger, then those other people that come, the new people, they've only seen the new you.
Yeah.
They didn't see the guy who was grinding before, spending all his money on equipment, doing all that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. And they don't see the reviews work before that even started.
They think, oh, this guy just came out of nowhere. No, he didn't come out of nowhere. He worked for it.
We're here in Sosua at Mr. Flip Flop's Sports Bar. So if you guys ever down here, check it out. He got all the games on. Football season, come here, especially on Sundays.